Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I've got a game I played recently against Price G335, who I'll be calling Price from now on. I think it was a pretty good game. Only other news is that I've had a cold recently, so if I sound a little groggy, that's just me getting over that. I hope that isn't distorting my voice too much. All right, let's dive into it. I am Free Peoples. And I began with Grimbjorn, and we proved the Swifter, so a starting Scouts is nice. And he began with Shadows Gather and Palantir, so those are some pretty strong starter cards. No tokens, just a normal game, so here we go. 0 eyes allocated, 1 roll, and no movement. So off to a slow start for the Free People's player. And neither of these cards are ones I want to play, so I don't even get to use both of these Palantirs with Gandalf. I draw a strategy card. It's Riders of Theoden. It's at least something I'm willing to pay. Oh, I forgot tokens. Apparently, I do get tokens. That's nice. This game was a little big ago, so I forgot. Okay, so I get that. And he spends a Palantir to get Corsairs. Yep, those are good cards. All right. I pass. Brings Isengard to war. Pass. Draws into Lidless Eye. At least one of his draws is not spectacular. I put Gondor down, one towards war. Barad-dûr comes down to Gorgoroth. And I go ahead and play Riders of Theoden. It's not great here, but I get a redraw, and a redraw into guards is pretty good. So, take that. Gorgoroth, Barad-dûr army goes through Gorgoroth to Moradin, and North Dunland goes to Moria, so the elves are probably in trouble. I go ahead and move the elves down. I'm not sure moving Gondor 1 down was really useful here, especially if I was planning on playing Theoden. Yeah, probably should have just moved elves twice. And Moradin comes to Dagorlad. So, pretty uneventful first round. I get Horn of Gondor and Imrahil on the second round, so Gondor is going to be fine. And he gets Horde from the East and Nazgul Search, so pretty good cards. Fellowship okay. He allocates 0 eyes since I didn't move last turn, so why not do that again? Gets only 1 and plenty of musters. So this is a pretty prime rolls for Shadow, I would say. I get 3 Cs though, so I get to make up some time. Move once, safe. Sauron goes to war. Move again, safe. Saruman comes to play. Pass. Dagorlad to No Man Land, so Sauron is coming north towards the Dew Line, and Dol Guldur starts moving towards Dimril Dale. Cool. Pass again. The standard movements, so No Man's Land up to Southern Ravanian, and Dimril Dale gets moved into. I think about which to do next. I move the elves down 1, so that's that. Palantir gets played. What do you do here? Do you toast it immediately? In the end, I go for the third move, because wouldn't mind killing Gandalf. I've got some time to make up. And yeah, I do get hit, and it's a 2, so just about as good as it gets for killing Gandhi. And I'm back on track for movement now, so that's nice. So Strider's the lead now. Guide. And he actually goes ahead and attacks Lorien, which is interesting. I guess he didn't want me to use the token to muster the elves and then next round put something in Lorien. It's kind of annoying. I think about a field because I am that guy. but I go quietly into the night. I don't have great cards. I mean, I have okay cards, but nah. All right, into round 3. He draws on they went. I get Athelas and Power 2 Great, so that's could be good, and he gets King as revealed. So his card draws have toned down a little bit. That's nice. What do you get rid of here as the Free People's player? Probably Horn? Maybe Swifter? He gets rid of Lidless Eye, and I get Horn of Gondor. Yep, so that makes sense. Both of those discards make sense. He finally has to allocate an eye. Fellowship okay. One more eye rolled. Still more muster, so the S&Es are going to get down to war probably, or Witch King in play for sure, right? So I get this. It's okay. I get to buff up Woodland Realm, so that's nice. I go ahead and put the Old Forest Road guy from Karok and move out from Edoras to West Hemnet. I have the scouts, so I think that's a decent idea. Gets the North to war via Woodland Realm. So South Ravanian comes to North Ravanian, Far Harad to Near Harad. So standard army movements, especially when you have Corsairs, so you're going to want to do that at some point. And I go ahead and move. Safe. So I'm through Moria now with Gandalf gone, so that's nice. Witch King comes into play in near Woodland Realm. That makes sense. I go ahead and reinforce Woodland Realm now. I'm always going to do that. Old Forest Road gets attacked. And he cycles through my scouts. So that's annoying, but good for him. He draws into Nazgul Strike. So could be good. I think, what am I thinking about? I guess tokening. Okay, yeah, a ring. So if you're in this situation, do you play a ring to get another Elven Elite in Woodland Realm? I'm not sure I would go for that. I mean, the answer is I didn't go for that, so there you go. Yeah, he goes ahead and hits Woodland Realm. I guess he could have hit Karok, then Dale, but then he'd be out of dice. I'd be tempted to go ahead and take Karok. No, you can't take Karok and then Woodland Realm because of the Scouts guy. Well, if you do, you allow Dale to start mustering. So, yay, Old Forest Road guy. I pass again. S&Es go down the track. And I play We Prove the Swifter. So I've banked 4 move with the Fellowship. Do is going to need a little bit of help here, probably. The North's almost at war, so that's a good start. Excuse me. But Lorien's going to fall, at some point. And I'm a little tired of that. So I send Gimli all the way to Erebor. He could go into Woodland Realm, but I decide to take him all the way to Erebor, and I send Pippin, his hobbit friend, with him. So Erebor is going to be pretty defended, and now I can use any die, Palantirs I'm not planning to use elsewhere or whatever, to move Erebor down. I've got Power 2 Great to stall out Lorien a little bit. I think this could make for enough wasting of shadow time to let me dunk that ring. So that's what I'm going for. So let's see if that works out. All right. S&Es go all the way down the track. Yeah, hybrids, I don't know. I'm not sure I'd spend the hybrid that way. You have movement you want to do, and you don't need Corsairs right now. And even if you can put Nearhrod to Umbar and Moria to Dimraldale, you're going to want both of those moves at some point. Maybe even South Rune to East Rune. Don't know, but whatever. And I go ahead and put the North to war with my token. So I'm going to get some guys in Dale, which is always a nice thing to do. All right, next round. Cruel Weather is drawn. And Orcs Multiplying again. So, yep, those are good cards too. What are you going to even discard here? I get Gwaihir and Dane Ironfoot, so Dane's nice to see. Gwaihir might be useful later, but yeah, this is a decent hand. I'll take this hand. Shadow, what do you get rid of? You're going pretty hard on you get rid of King as revealed, right? And the red tile? Ooh, I don't know. The red tile and Nazgul Strike. Interesting. Leaves you without a C card that you're willing to cycle. If you're going to do that at all. Although you're already discarding a red tile, so apparently you're willing to do that anyway. Or you're not going as hard on corruption, that as is what I'm trying to say. One eye allocated. Yep, I say I'm missing Yandy. Some Palantirs are rolled, so the Palantir Vorthank might come into play. And I get my Gandhi die. So, unfortunately, I do have to decide. Oh, when we talk about the dice sorting setting doesn't appear to work, which is true. I messed with that later, and I couldn't get it to work. So, I either have to get Gandhi right now and risk Day Without Dawn. Or, excuse me. I can get rid of the Palantir now, or put a guy in Dale, or get Gandhi right now. I decide to go with a guy in Dale and risk Day Without Dawn. He's only 5 strategy cards deep. So, and I really do want this guy there. It really is unfortunate Palantir is in play and he has 2 Palantirs showing, but Palantirs won't let him hit Dale very often. Not that I really have anything else I can do there. I wish I had a couple more musters. I mean, I wish I had 7 dice, but, welcome to the life of a Free People's player. He does use the Palantir to do Orcs Multiplying again and draws into Return to Valinor. Oh, jeez, these draws. Strong draws. All right. I don't risk Gandhi getting gone again, so I go ahead. I think about putting him in Woodland Realm.
Is never late.
But I go ahead and put him in Fangwood
he
instead.
arrives precisely when he means.
So, yep. Okay. Try me. Yeah, put him in. All right. Musters a Southron in North Rune and a Nazgul. Surely not. What are we doing here? Okay. A Southron in South Rune and a Nazgul on Mount Gundabad. Okay. I think about getting rid of the Palantir, and I just choose to not. I'm not sure that's the best play, but it's the same reason I always want to field is I don't know. I don't want to just go quietly into the night of the good plays, right? Oh, he played Palantir. Got to get rid of it. It's too powerful. I don't know. Probably a bad play. Reinforce, upgrade 2 guys in Isengard. Yeah, what else were you doing with the muster? I mean, apparently you're putting guys in South Rune. Anyway. Regular, what are we doing here? 2 army moves. Out from Gundabad to Eagles Eyrie and over to Umbar. Prepare for that. Corsairs. Yep. Woodland Realm is hit with a strategy card, assumably. I'm probably not a Deadly Strife, but you have 3 Deadly Strifes. Holy cow. I guess then the Relentless Assault. Yep. And I choose to... I don't know what I'm doing. I play guards. Okay. Man, I apologies. I hope my throat's not disrupting the cast. All right. I play guards. Gondor's okay for now, especially Minas Tirith. And I want to thin this army down so Gimli can hold the north at least somewhat. So here's my versus his Deadly Strife. Oh, geez. All right. Well, I get 1 from the Deadly Strife, or from the charge. 5 hits from the Deadly Strife incoming. 3 coming back. Really would be nice to have 4, but... Okay. Press draw into Rage of the Dunlendings. Man. Another strategy card from him. This is the Getting Rid of King is revealed. Taps one guy to get the last hit he needs, and I don't get any more. So, yep, good job there. Took Woodland Realm down. And I pass again, and here was the really good play here. I didn't see this. He Palantir's Shadows Gather to take Karok, and now he has a full stack again. So, and Palantir of Orthanc was in play. So all of that, wow. I think that was a very good play. And his Palantir draw is Candles. So, yep, that's pretty good play. Dew is in trouble. It's not dead, but getting to be in trouble there. I need to move, so Fellowship moves. Safe. Cool. So we're thinking about our life. Upgrade to guys in Orthanc. Okay. And I'm going to have to discard in a hot second. I have Palantir. I could play Powers Too Great, but I'm going to go ahead and play Dane Ironfoots before I run out of time to do that. So I think that was a decent move. His last attack is to Dale from the Witch King. Yeah, I wish he didn't, but whatever. He cancels corpses, so it's definitely a military run. And he forfeits 1, yeah. Just yep, because that's all you need. Gets 1 hit. I get 1 back, so that's nice. He presses. I take the elite, but then I think better of it and move the elite to Dale. So Gimli with a 1/4/5 Erebor is no joke. And Gimli's there so the dwarves can be put to war to go do other things if they're not put, if you don't put them down, or at least bottle them up in Erebor. So I think that could be good. So I draw 2 cards. I get Challenge of the King and Red Arrow. Red Arrow is good. Move Rohan down and reinforce Edoras a little. That's kind of nice. But Scouts is always nice, too, for Fords. Excuse me. A Sudden Strike could be great in Erebor, so looking at that. The Dale battle redrew into Breaking. And now draws into Stormcrow and Shelob's Lair. I mean, if you've been tossing corruption stuff so far, you toss Shelob's Lair, right? Yep. Okay. It's a full military game. 1 eye allocated, 3 eyes rolled. So at least the shadow slowed down a little bit. But unfortunately, I get 3 C's against 4 red. So yeah, poor timing for the roller skates, I say. Roller skates for Frodo. I move once. Safe. Okay. Tough calls. Yeah, what do you do here? Shadow plays Horde from the east for the guys. So 2 out of 3. I think it's just 3 Deadly Strifes gone, and Corsairs is the third. So, yep. I still haven't gotten rid of Palantir of Orthanc, which is, again, probably... Okay, and now I do that. I'm not going to be wanting to spend all these seas moving. So, there's that. South Ruined... Up. What are we doing? Witch King to Withered Heath and South Ruined to East Ruined. So no Scouts shenanigans for the Free People's player. Sad. All right. I'm pretty happy with this move. I have 2 musters and a C showing. I'm not even sure I really want to spend the C moving. I mean, I got it right, probably. I just got to run. I don't have time. So I move the dwarves to war, because of the way he's moved this, he's going to take Iron Hills, which would put the dwarves all the way to war, and then I get 1 more muster. I think that was a pretty good move. Unfortunately, he has Stormcrow. So he just undoes that move and makes me kill a guy. Thankfully, I can kill the regular and Arid Lewin, so that was actually like a benefit, because now I have change for the elites. We talk about the theme of what's going on there. Oh, man. Yep. And he redraws, but then we realize, wait, Palantir's gone, so no redraw for you. So, I go ahead and do the dwarves move anyway. Force him to make the move, I guess. What else is the muster going to be doing? I could put Gondor to war, I suppose. Meh. I think the move's not terrible. He moves out from Woodland Realm. I don't think that was necessary at all. Surely you want Gorgoroth to Minas Morgul, North Rune to Vale of Karnan. I don't know. But maybe that one guy will make the... Okay, apparently we're not doing that. Really? Surely Moria to Dimril Dale get that Isengard unit on Lorien is way more important than Woodland Realm. Weird. And here's where I say, oh, what the heck. I draw a card at 6. I get Faramir's Rangers. And I discard Quai here, because no one else is out on the map right now. Maybe Gandalf will want to go into Lorien later. Probably not, but that's what I do. And Erebor is attacked with the Witch King. He asks if I'm going to field. And he's like, oh, of course not. You would never field. You have only 5 HP. I say, no, yeah, I'm fielding. Yeah, we're here. And so he chooses a card, and I choose a card, and I sudden strike. So this could go pretty good. I pre, and I get 3 hits on my pre. So that's pretty good. Pretty good sudden strike there. He gets 5 hits back, 4 hits back, though, and I get only 1 more because Dread and Despair. So, as far as these things go, that didn't go as well as I wanted it to, but it's enough that it holds him off. He stops and draws, and I use Gimli's ability to put the dwarves to war. So I'm going to get another elite into Erebor. So, was it worth it? Not nearly as much against a Dread and Despair as against, I don't know, a Foul Stench or something, but he draws into Ring is Mine and Many Kings, so nice that Many Kings comes too late to be useful. It's a great host, and the red tile is a red tile. I draw into Hjorndark, my favorite Ents card, and Celeborns. So excellent draw there. What do you get rid of here? Faramir? Athalas. Yeah. Oof. The shield wall maybe helps me hold in the dew line. And I'm at 0 corruption, so the Athelos is... Maybe, but maybe you get rid of the scouts. Oof. Comment below what you would have gotten rid of. The ends? Man, tough discard, I'd say. One eye allocated, 3 more rolled. All right. And only 2 attacks rolled. So I'm loving that. And I get my musters. So I'm going to go ahead and put that elite into Erebor. He moves the Witch King down to Dale. And East Rune to Vale of Karnan. No more shenaniganery up there. I will... yes. So he only has 2 attacks. He does have a ring, so a third. But I can attack Withered Heath. I get my hit. He gets 1 hit, which is annoying. And I move out, leaving an elite and a leader behind. So unless he does something right now, I get a free Woodland Realm. So he uses his Elven Ring to put some guys into Woodland Realm, enough, and Vale of Karnan into Dale. Was that the best use of my time when I could just muster another elite in Erebor, or even a regular in Erebor in Iron Hills? Maybe not. Probably not. I think I forgot he had the ring, honestly. So, I then spend another muster putting a guy in Erebor, just in case he puts it under siege right now. He doesn't. He instead goes for Corsairs. Foof. I guess you want to spend the cards? Puts Gondor to war. I'm thinking I'm going to be running against hand limit here too. I just had a really hard discard. Do I want to get back into Erebor's protection? Play Imrahil? I choose to play Imrahil and just sit out in Withered Heath. A Sauron regular is put in Gundabad and a regular in Orthanc. Oop. Nope. Nazgul and Minas Morgul. Interesting. Okay. I ask him to please leave. He doesn't. I move the Fellowship. So a hit and an eye. So 7 moves in for the second hit. Decent. I'll take the 1. And the Moria tile's a 1. So pretty benign. Pretty benign. Lure of the Ring could be a problem. That is not what that does. And Legolas, all right, gets me closer to Gimli, but... And more importantly for him, it gets the card out of his hand. With Cruel Weather and a red tile, yeah. Oof. Oof, oof. He draws into a Sealder's Bane. Ah, jeez. And Swarm of Bats. Good cards. I get Mithril Coat and Last Battle. Again, a hard discard. I guess you get rid of Faramir's, since the Daylight's a better Faramir's, quote unquote. Yep. At least that's what I would say there. Fellowship okay. When I allocated 2 more rolled, and only 3 attacks. This time no Elven Ring, so he's a little tight on moves again. And I get this. I just can't get moving with the Fellowship. But a hybrid's nice. So I reinforce Helm's Deep and get back into cover of Erebor. Erebor is, of course, put under siege. I threatened another field, but there's no way that's a good idea here, right? Even with the daylight will be better when I'm under siege. But I'm going to go ahead and get a guy in Iron Hills and a regular in Lamadon. Yeah, I'm not sure that. I mean, I'm out of Dwarven Elites. So the Dwarven regular in Iron Hills, just to whittle away at him. You know, if he comes at me, maybe I get one hit, and then one of the guys has to sit on Iron Hills for a little bit, making it not recruit. In Lamadon, is that really where I want my guy? Yeah, probably. As opposed to like a guy in Bree or a Rivendell elf, I guess. It's okay. Palantir's played for many kings. Reinforces Umbar and North Rune. And I'll mention this in a bit. I'm like, wait, you only got 4 guys. Yeah. There are only 4 Southron regulars available. So that's a thing. And of course he's saying saving Isildur's till I hide. So I would have been tempted to take a run at one of these battles so you lose enough guys to get a full many kings if you're going to do many kings. Although, honestly, I might take the shot at Dol Amroth without leadership and play the Great Host is what I was going to get at. But that's scary. I go ahead and put the last Dwarven unit in Iron Hills. Continue to be a pill. Get some guys in Lamadon. If I can get a help unlooked for, maybe it can make something happen here or something. Maybe. And he moves back out of Woodland Realm and Dale to cut off my scouts options. Too bad. Now, of course, I could scouts into East Rune. And then I'm only 4 steps South Rune, Ash Mountains, Daggerlad to Mornon. Take Mornon with the dwarves. Yeah. That's something. We talk about the S&Es. Okay. I flip the Fellowship, and of course, Isildur's Bane comes right out. Gets a 3. I take the 3 because I need to keep moving quickly with Strider. I guess I could just kill Strider, but I'm 3 moves from Mordor, and I really want to make that next round. Yeah, so I go ahead and move. I get hit again, and it's a 2 reveal. So I've taken, 7 corruption in the past moves? Something like that. Random, and I random into Strider anyway. Oofda. If I'd done that the other way around, I would be at Mary with 2 corruption instead of Boromir with 5. Yep. But that's hindsight, right? Oofta. All right. Well, Rage gets played. Really? I would have gone for the red tile there, personally. But, okay. And, talking about I want another dice is what I'm saying. To spend, because these cards are amazing. I just haven't had time to play them. And he says his quote for today is, "Not today." But it is not this day. No, he's thinking of Buzz Lightyear. Not today, Zerg. So, Vale of Karnan moves back into Dale. I think that was a bit unnecessary, but okay. Leaves the one guy back. Some guys, and then bringing the Isenguards to... They're taking the Isenguards to Lorien? That's the saying, right? Leaves one behind. Sure. Just in case. Protect the weird backdoor shenanigans. Ringwraiths are abroad. Excellent draw, and Shadow Lengthens. Could be good. I don't see a use for it right now, but it's obviously a very powerful card. What do I get? Axe and Bow, and Path of the Woses. So obviously Axe and Bow is going. I'd love to save Path of the Woses for Erebor. But what do you throw? The Scouts? Yeah, I'd say the Scouts. What's the Scouts going to do for me? So Axe and Bow and Scouts. I agree with my past self. Excellent. All right. Fellowship okay, but sad. One more eye rolled. And there's the moves to get me in. So, even through a cruel weather, and he only has 3 attacks. So really, I can't ask for much better than that. I do need to spend the will first. And I have 3 movement showing. So I go ahead and play Power 2 Great. Just so Lorien doesn't fall quickly while I'm dashing into Mordor. I have the Palantir for that. Maybe it would have been better to spend the will hiding. Maybe. He stacks on me regardless. And then thinks about going down to DA, undoes all that. Musters in Orthanc and somewhere else instead. Nazgul and Minas Morgul. Okay. I hide, and then we do that. But instead of going down to DA, he goes ahead and takes a shot at Gimli. So, strategy card versus strategy card. It's Swarm of Bats versus Sudden Strike. Sudden Strike here would be really nice. Shucks. All right, well. But he gets 0, so I accept that as penance for canceling my Sudden Strike. I get 2 back. Kind of like a little bit more than that out of 11 or out of 9 dice, only 2 hits, but we'll take it. Thinking about a press draw, he says no. And he draws into fighting Uruk-hai, so that'll be useful later. I go ahead and move. I'm going to need to move, and I get hit with an eye. Jeez. And I take the 1 corruption. I mean, I could take my 50-50 at getting a Hobbit, but I need to be efficient. With this much corruption, I need to be efficient, so. Another shot at Erebor. Strategy card versus strategy card. I have a Daylight this time versus Mumakil, so that's nice. And he gets nothing, or he gets 1 again, because Mumakil, right. And I get 3. So that's about what you expect. That's nice. So, yeah, Erebor's fine. Erebor is fine. I talk about sortieing, but I need to get to Mordor this round if at all possible. He reinforces the Witch King and goes into Lorien, but then remembers Power 2 Great. Cannot do that. It's too great. Not today. And instead just gets a regular in Orthanc. Nope. So he kills the Ring is Mine. Yeah, okay. And Denethor's Folly. Yep. Man. I don't know yeah, obviously you're not going to throw Cruel Weather. Throwing a 3rd red tile. Man. Well, Power 2 Great's gone. Alright. I ring move. I get hit, and it's a 1 reveal. So good in that I can't get hit by Cruel Weather. I take the corruption, and it's another 1 reveal. So, man, I'd really love to have hit a 3 here and just get down to Gollum instead of the 1 reveal. I mean, I would love, some variation thereon. Even the eye. So, like, get eye revealed into Moradon and then hit the 3. Be down to Gollum with both of these 1 reveals in the pool where I can make them 0s. Oofta. So I'm at 5 effective corruption going into Mordor, but that's obviously my only shot at this game. And now he reinforces the places he was trying to do early. Okay. I say the power was marginally great. And now he has another ring, so he can go ahead. He leaves some Nazgul and Erebor. I'm not sure that that's a great plan. You have 10 regulars. What's the likelihood I break out in a way that actually retakes points that matter? not great. But if I get help unlooked for from Iron Hills, maybe. And I was looking for help unlooked for. I'm halfway through my deck. And I'm out of dice. So I don't get to play Celeborns. He gets Cruel Weather / Cruel as Death onto Lorien. Gets one hit. I get 2 back. Fighting Urukai saves him the press. I think about spending Celeborns here. I don't, and then he gets 3 6s. Ow. Jeez. No card, no card. Up. Holds, but nothing back. Reduce. No card, no card. He gets the hit. So, blah. Celeborns was a little too late. And that's a big enough stack that it can come down and fight Rohan. Really would have liked that stack to hold better. Hey, okay. He draws into Orc Patrol, so he's Foul Thing from the deck, Orc Patrol, and now Day Without Dawn. Ugh. On the bright side, no combat cards. You know, if you spend those as corruption, which surely you want to at this point with such high corruption on the Fellowship, you don't have those for playing in battle. Silver lining to this very dark storm cloud. What do I get? What am I looking for? Help unlooked for would be great. Bilbo Song. Blue tiles. I get an Elven Cloaks and Wisdom of Elrond, so confusion is nice. Onto the mountain with this Hunt Pool and this Fellowship. Yep. Not great. Círdan's. Would have loved a Círdan's. Anyway. We talk about, didn't he play a red? And nope, the answer is you have discarded 3 of them, good sir. One I allocated, one I rolled. So at least some musters on my end and some movement. Okay, I hide. Palantir, you play into Foul Thing. Yep. Get an eye. Woo! Get a break there. I muster into Lamadon. I guess I'm looking to make a big enough army here to relieve Dol Amroth. If I put both musters there, I have a 4 dice. Maybe it just does enough. It just does enough damage, especially with a confusion. That DA doesn't fall. That'd be big. That'd be pretty big right now. Orc Patrol gets played, and it's the 0 reveal. Ugh. Would have loved an eye there. That would have been absolutely fantastic. But, heck, the 3 would have been better than the 0 reveal. So I spend my other dice hiding again. Armies move down. Yep, there's a full stack coming from Lorien to come and make me sad. Moves to Eastamnet. Moves back out of Vale of Karnan again. See, surely you have a Gorgoroth to Minas Morgul, Nirn to Gorgoroth, Umbar to West Harondor. Surely you have another move somewhere. Maybe that's not. Maybe I'm. That's. I don't know. Maybe that's just not necessary. Anyway, okay. I teased that he's activated Rohan. Oh, yeah. He is threatening running through Druiden to Minas Tirith. So I go ahead and get a regular in Lamadon and a regular in Minas Tirith. I'm not sure that was strictly a good idea, but that is what I do. He attacks DA before I can get my attack on him. He, of course, has no cards, as we discussed before. Sure. Yeah. And I Confusion. Or I Daylights. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. No hits from him. And nothing from me. So fair's fair. Press. Strategy card. He goes ahead and spends the Day Without Dawn with no Nazgul support versus my confusion. And rolls 2 1s. Yes! Haha. And I get 2 hits back. So DA's fine. D's fine. I can press with Lamadon if I really need, but Corsairs is already played. 5 regulars, probably not taking it. So, the turns have tabled. I pass, which Mouth Sorum comes in. Totally makes sense. I put a leader in Lamadon and a leader in Minas Tirith. I'm still worried about this 10 stack just coming down and taking Minas Tirith. I'm not sure that's even something I should be worried about. Maybe I should just put Rohan down. Not sure that's worth it either. The leader in Lamadon seems categorically wrong. Don't know. All right. So then he's coming for Helm's Deep. So Westamnet and Gorgoroth comes out to Minas Morgul. Okay, cool. He draws into Morgul Wound. Oh, jeez. I mean, when you're this far through the deck, all the cards will, you'll get all the good cards at some point. And he gets a New Powers Rising. Sure. Why not? I get I Will Go Alone and Power of Tom Bombadil. So an Advantageous could be helpful here. The I Will Go Alone will not. I mean, unless I desperately need to get down to Gollum. 1 I allocated, 1 I rolled. Plenty of movement. I know I can save my wills now, but apparently I don't. Okay. I move and I hit the 0 reveal. Jeez, this Mordor. And I haven't even hit a red. And Morgul Wound. Fine. Flip. So I'm at 6 effective corruption. First step of Mordor. 2, 3, 4. 4 more steps against this hunt pool. Military has slowed down for him. I have Ents. Draws into Wormtongue. Okay. I go ahead and put in Elven Cloaks. I'm apparently not going to be moving, and I need all the help I can get in Mordor. He musters in through New Powers Rising. Thank goodness he's out of elites, so he only gets 1 elite in. All 6 elites are in Orthanc, so yay. Geez, that force pool for Shadow. That's a pretty depleted force pool. Yeah. Somewhat depleted. All right. At least Rage is gone already. I know. Yep, that's nice. He attacks Eisen from Orthanc, which makes sense. Yep. No card. I no card. And he gets nothing. So it's been 10 dice, or 20 dice since he's had a hit. Yep. And I get nothing back. But he doesn't press, so I don't get to retreat. Puts Helm's Deep under. This was a little bit of an odd move to me. He saves enough guys to probably take Edoras, but then doesn't leave a Nazgul with it. So I thought that was kind of a weird move. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that move. You have the mouth, so you have 2 attacks left. I would say hit Fords again. Honestly, I would have said press with Fords. It's sad, but you do it. Because then what am I going to do? I put one more leader in there, so it's going to effectively be a 3-2-3, which is terrifying. But and a regular Netterus. Then you hit again from Isengard / Fords of Eisen. I of course go under siege, or if I field, you rejoice and kill me. I guess you don't have any cards. Just a Foul Stench, which won't work from Orthanc. Yeah, wow, man, tough stop. It's weird how Rohan can go sideways on you so fast. Yeah, yes, to bring one more guy. Yeah. It's fun. So I muster one guy in Edorus and one guy in Fold. I figure the 4 regulars, and he doesn't, he can use the mouth to make a muster an army, but I'd rather get 2 dice worth of combat for my muster. He attacks Eisen from Orthanc, no card. Only gets 1 hit, so in 30 dice, or 29 dice, we've had 1 hit. And I get 1 back. Press. But now Rohan's at war, so I can go sit in Gap of Rohan and be a giant pill. And of course he's seen no Ents card yet. I've only seen 1 Ent card so far. It's sitting here as Horndark, and so he has to be careful that I don't have 3 Ents sitting in my hand and just trash Saruman. Because this probably enough to take Helm's Deep, but where are the rest of your points coming from? I guess Erebor? You're pretty solidly in on the corruption game at this point. I don't think I really consider it a military run at this point. Because where would it come from? Maybe I move like the Fold guy to East Imnet and Osgiliath to North Athelion. He has a muster showing. I mean, I could wait and hope he doesn't use it. I don't think there's a valid path there. I sure ain't seeing it if there is one. It would have to involve something like Insing down Saruman while he doesn't have a move or a muster, which is not a thing. All right. Helm's Deep is attacked. So just trying to cycle cards as hard as possible. I go ahead and play Advantageous, which of course does nothing against the Foul Stench, so that's annoying. I thought it might be a Cruel as Death. And 10 more dice. No hits. So we're at 39 dice, 1 hit. That's right. We're having fun now. And I get 1 back. No reroll, but it was a miss anyway. So, and he draws into the last red tile. So, okay, cool. Great. It's exactly what you wanted, right? Flip the mouth. To put an elite in Minas Morgul? Surely you want army move like North Dunland, South Dunland, and Fords to HD. Or play Give It to Us. Actually, that's what I would do. Military is probably not happening for you. That's funny. He flipped the mouth and then used it as a muster. I mean, it didn't matter. Weird. Okay. I would have played the red tile. Dreadful spells. Devilry of Orthanc's going to be good here. And another Devilry of Orthanc. Couldn't ask for better. I draw There Is Another Way. Yes. Yes, that's exactly the kind of stuff we want. And an advantageous position. Excellent draws. 1 eye allocated, 2 more rolled. Movement for days. All right. I move. I now remember that I'm allowed to hold my wills, so I move. I hit the 3. It's exactly what I want to see. Get down to Gollum. He puts the red tile in, so I need to make 3 moves with Gollum against this pool. And we as viewers know that this is the only red tile. I, of course, do not know because the other 3 red tiles have been discarded. Most of the other tile drawing cards have been played. I don't know of another one. Foul Thing, Isildur's, Lure of the Ring, Orc Patrol. Quiz show time with me later. All right. Okay. So I get Mithril Coat into play. That'll help a bit with this. Catastrophe. He moves out but leaves a guy just in case. Yeah, because if you didn't leave a guy, you'd just be asking for some scout's shenaniganery. I move again. I just don't have time for anything else, I figure. I could play There's Another Way for my move, which is categorically better than what I'm doing. Or Palantir first for Bilbo's song or something. Boy, I risked the game there. The eyes are death. Fufto. Yeah. So I get an eye. I mean, I guess it was okay. So I guess here's my thought process. If I don't hit an eye, I reduce by revealing, or it's the blue tile, in which case I huzzah. So I took a 50-50. If it was a neutral or blue, I reveal to reduce and then hide with the other will. If it's anything else, and even if it's the red tile, I hide with the other will, so that's nice. So as long as it's not an eye. So I Mithril Coat the eye away and get the 3. So I kind of get my wish. Ugh. 11 Corruption, though. Another shot at Helm's Deep. So a 5-5-10 versus a 2-2-1. All right. Battle of Helm's Deep begins. Well, continues. Strategy versus strategy. So I get Hjorndark versus Devilry of Orthanc. Good time for that card. And he gets nothing. 4 more dice with no hits. And this was on 5s. The combat was on 5s. I get 1 back. Press draw. Gets Olakai. Excellent card. Use it right now, right? Strategy card. Yep, here's the We Come to Kill versus Advantageous. Shucks, I missed the shot because his other card is obviously Devilry of Orthanc, so that'd be nice to have hit with Advantageous. My Advantageous does nothing. He gets nothing. Yep, that's right. We're now, what? 18. Well, the 18 dice in the past set here with no hits. And 57. It's been 50. He's had 1 hit and 57 dice, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, jeez. All right. And I get none back, so that's fair, right? That's how that works. And he gets a post, and it looks like hit. Great. But he was only supposed to roll 4 dice, so 4 more dice. And that one was on 5s. So he's had stinking tons of dice. 61 dice with no hits. 61 dice with 1 6, excuse me. Oh, geez. Okay, we undo the hit. Kill all the things. Cool. I play There's Another Way to Hide because I need the heal. Yeah, and I don't have anything else to do with the Palantir. I could have hid with the will and then use the Palantir to draw for Bilbo's. I threw Athelas earlier when I was happy and young and carefree. Um, but he's got 3 attacks. Minas Tirith isn't overly well defended. Yeah. So here we go again for Helm's Deep. So he's got a Devilry. 5 more misses at 5, and then 5 more dice for 1 hit. Oh, jeez. 72 dice with 2 hits. 1 back. Did I not take a hit? Wasn't I supposed to take a hit there? I miss a hit? Oh, no, I did. Okay. Whew. Okay. He rolls again. This time with a They're Terrible. 2 hits. All right. That's more like what we're talking about. So 9 more. So 70 dice with 2 hits. 80? Anyway, I'm going to stop counting. A lot of dice with very few hits. 3 back. I think about my options. I think that moving is a bad idea. I reinforce Minas Tirith. I think hiding with the will. Yeah, because what am I worried about? A military victory this round? That's not happening. Even if so he has to take Helm's Deep, Erebor, and Edoras for the military victory this round, and that just isn't happening. So, with 4 dice. So, I should have hid with the will and dug for help with the Palantir. Helm's Deep again. They are terrible. Nothing. 10 more nothings. Oh, jeez. And I get 1 more. Why not? He stops in absolute sadness. Draws Grand, so that's something. Okay. Moves Westimnet. Thinks about it. So moves North Dunland down and West Hirondor over. Yeah, I mean, you're in no real hurry. Again, a military victory is not in the cards. You're pretty much all in on the corruption victory, which 2 moves left with this pool is a pretty good shot. He flips the mouth, attacks the Gap of Rohan guy. Sure. He spends 2 of his precious hits over there. But even those weren't 6s. All right. He draws Balrog. Yes, good draw for the Shadow. I get there and back again. Bad draw for the Free People. Half Orcs and Goblin Men, and we come to kill. Yep. And I get through a day and a night, so another confusion. Confusions are good. 1 eye allocated. 1 more rolled. And a lot of Palantirs. I talk about what options I need to win, and I only roll 1 move, which I wasn't going to be moving a whole lot this round anyway. So I dig for help. I dig, and I get the file. All right. Double move. South Athelion goes to West Hirondor. I guess you're going to relieve go reinforce Dol Amroth? I don't think I would have gone for that. Anyway, I play the file. I'm going to have to move this round, so I can't dig again. Usefully, I'd like to save the ring. I guess I could use the ring, but nah. I think this is good. Put the file in. If I hit that, I'm feeling real good. So, Helm's Deep is not reinforced. Helm's Deep is abandoned. So Fords goes to Druwaith Ire to reinforce Dol Amroth the other way, and then Westimnet comes in. We should have marked Westimnet. Did we not mark that? Talk about which cards are available yet. And I go ahead and, with all of this like pseudo re-threat on Dol Amroth, I go ahead and attack. I use my confusion. I get one hit because of the reroll. One of his very precious hits and 2 confusions. Oh, geez. So he gets some hits, but he can't hold usefully. So I move in, leave one guy in Lamadon, and Dol Amroth is saved. Not with help unlooked for, though. Still haven't drawn that. Would still like to draw that. Then I'd like double move to Westamnet and relieve Helm's Deep or relieve Erebor even. Oh, geez. I asked what he's digging for, red tile? Because surely that's what's worth digging for here. I'm not sure even he knew. I mean, he knew the red tiles were gone, so doesn't really matter. I move because I got to move. Here's the pool. It's the one. So what do you guys think here? I'll talk about it in the chat a bunch here. But this is the pool. If I hide, or if I stay hidden and take the 1, I win only on the blue tiles next round. 2 out of 7. And I assume there's another red tile because that's what he's digging. I assume that's why he's digging. So a 2 out of 8, 25% chance to win. If I reveal, I haven't been able to count because he's discarded so many C cards, the do corruption if the Fellowship is revealed cards. You know, or like candles or something. I guess candles I go by, I think. So if I do that, then the 2 becomes a win, and then it's a 3 out of 8 to win, you know, assuming another red tile was to theoretically get put in. And assuming the red tiles kill me, which technically the 1 red doesn't. He's not winning this round. He has 3 attacks, even with the mouth. Take Helm's Deep. I mean, if he stomps Helm's Deep, stomps Erebor, which he's not, and takes Pelargir, he wins. But that's not happening, and I even have a Brave Stand and a Daring Defiance for Erebor. Erebor is going nowhere. So yeah. So put it in the comments what you would do there. We talk about that exact same thing for a long time, and I choose to take the corruption. So he accidentally shows Grand, but just attacks Helm's Deep with C dice. Okay. Cycles for his last C card and gets 1 hit on 10 more dice. This poor man. Only 1 hit. I get none back. Press draw. Black Captain Commands. So I don't know if he was counting that all the way down, but Black Captain Commands is actually quite good here. Turns 1 of your Palantirs into attack. No card? Yeah, okay, no card. Yep. And still no hits. 10 more dice with no hits. I get none back, so there's that. But he's now minus 18 on 6s. He's hit, what, 5 times total on Helm's Deep in how many dice? Jeez. And another 10 misses. Oh, and I get 1 back. Another pressing all the way down. No card. 1 hit. Just 1 and 9 more dice. He's going to have to spend a whole nother die here. And I get 1 back. Oh, geez. Because, as he points out later, okay, let's say he took Helm's Deep, he's to 7. He Black Captain commands to Eric. Get some other game where that sentence made sense. To attack Dol Amroth. Then he Grons and maybe takes Dol Amroth. If he does that, then he has another shot to has another dice he can take Pelargir, or he can take, or rather, maybe the much better play, take Pelargir, mouth to Lamadon, Black Captain commands to Dol Amroth, and then Grond. That's the much, much, much better version of that. So if this attack worked, he actually did have a military victory in the cards. And you even have a We Come to Kill you could throw on the top for one more, but that's the end of what your cards would do. The fact that I held here prevented the military victory, or even the something. He's minus 20 on sixes. Jeez. We talk about the absolute sadness that is his dice. He goes ahead and plays Black Captain commands the normal way and just abandons Helm's Deep. Just gives up, whatever. Pelargir. It falls. Lamadon falls. No sixes, though. I muster an elite in Dol Amroth. He's not gonna win military this time for absolute certain. There's no way a military victory happens. Question mark? I guess yes, correct. Cannot make enough attacks. So we forgot to update his points here. Nope, that's right. So I'm safe to wait. I think about a field, but I don't because I'm not that crazy. And he puts the guy there, sure. So military victory next round, but that was known. He draws only one card because he only has strategy cards left. I'm looking for Bilbos. I'm looking for blue tiles. Smeagol. I don't remember if I threw away one of the other blue tile cards. I threw away Athelas. I already played There's Another Way. So I think I only have like 2 or 3 tiles that even do anything for me here. Or cards, excuse me. I get Ents. Okay. And Help Unlooked For. Yay! I can save Erebor. Okay. 1 eye allocated. 4 eyes rolled. It doesn't matter because eyes were already deadly. And I get no Palantirs, which is really the only thing that mattered here. So, I couldn't have counted out whether his last card was Balrog or the red tile. So I don't know if I assume he has a red tile in hand. And with no Palantirs, if I had Palantirs, I would have to actually think about this, but I don't have any Palantirs. I could ring a Palantir. But a 1 in 10 to get Smeagol Helps Nice Master or Bilbos when the eyes will still be deadly is pretty not real. So with all these C's, we talk about a good game. It was. And I'll pull up the statistics for you here. These are swapped for some reason. Minus 21 on sixes. He has rolled 254 combat dice and has 21 sixes. Oh, geez. He's high on 5s, but they've not come when he needed them the vast majority of the time. I'm minus 6 on 6s, which is makes me feel better, I guess. Minus 21, and effectively that entire swing in luck has happened in Helm's Deep. Oh, jeez. 254 dice. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right. So let's see what happens. Again, this is the hunt pool. We continue talking about the sadness. I have a almost 30% chance to win. I show that I had help unlooked for because I wish I could help Arab War just because it's funny. I've been wanting to do that for a while. That we proved the Swifter did end up saving me the game, so I'm glad of that. He talks about I could technically move, but I did apparently throw out a blue tile at one point. So here's the move. It's an I. And I'm corrupted to like 14 or something stupid. Oh, jeez. Poo. Well, good game price. Way to be a good sport. Negative 21 on sixes. What a if this I would say speaking for Pooh Daddy that was in fact bad luck. Uh, but it was a good game. I had a good time. Any game that comes down to the last move is a good one, right? So that's that for me here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully my congestion didn't disrupt the cast for you too much. And I will see you again in the next one.